on your blog and social media. So tell us what's going on with NBA 2K22 that you can share with us.
Oh, wow.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the...
Hey, Kevin, thanks.
Thank you, D.A. Looking now at some numbers for Paul George.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, they've got Siakam. Chris Paul is out there with Gordon. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Noel in at the 5. And for the 76ers, all out there with Hield. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Bagley in at the 4. And it's sent back by George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here's Wall. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post. Paul against George. Back to Wall. Fires the 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking.
The concentration and the body control CP3 possesses is just astonishing.
Pass to Bagley. Back to Wall. Thompson passes to George. Over Wiggins. The shot by George, no good. And so Siakam will bring it up for the Miami Heat.
And at one point, I think they thought they were maybe out of this thing, but man, they just came storming back on a mission.
With the basketball in hand, no one is more patient than Paul. Waits for his man to break free.
Now, here's Thompson. Paul outside. Fires top of the key. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Wall with a block.
A stellar all-around defender. Wall enjoys rising up and denying shooters.
Wiggins finds Paul. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Pass to George. Shot to stop the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Ball against Paul. On the wing, Gordon. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers trail by 3. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Knocks it loose. Paul George with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. George has got 6 points. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Miami. Shoots from the line, and it's good. 2 points.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Hield bounce pass. Wall against Paul. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and good, coming off the assist by Wall.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
And Noel kicks to Paul. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Siakam looking around. Just 5 on the clock.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The 3 from George. The shot, no good. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. 76ers lead by 2. Pascal Siakam before the game tonight shared his thoughts.
It was always a team, and I think we don't look.
And Greg, that's how Siakam plays the game himself.
Versatile, very unselfish, and a franchise player in the making.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Wall. Bagley is out there with Paul George. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Outside for George. Shoots the 3, and the 76ers get it back. And Tristan Thompson on the bucket with the assist by Bagley. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Wiggins against Wall. Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Aggressive move from Siakam, putting all that length and athleticism to work.
The pass to George. Now Siakam. On the wing, Gordon. Rebound by the 76ers. Bagley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Wiggins. 16 feet away. No good on that one.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
And he gets the bucket. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Wall looking it over. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
A solid athlete, quick leaper. Thompson's always a threat on this play.
Paul passes to Noel, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Wall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Philadelphia, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
Wiggins passes to Noel. Back to Wiggins. Siakam outside. Back to Wiggins. This one for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Wiggins has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Wall kicks to Bagley. Back to Wall. Down low, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And this is where Thompson likes to get his touches, right at the basket.
The Heat trail by 7. Paul outside on the wing. Wiggins. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Wiggins has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Heat.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
From deep, George nailed from three-point land. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Paul George really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
On the floor for Miami, Wiggins is out there with Pascal Siakam. And there's Gordon. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Noel in at the 5 spot. Wiggins surveying the floor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George.
And this is encouraging. Wiggins looking committed to shooting and forcing the D to compromise.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Philadelphia leading by 5. Passes it to Bagley. Back to Wall. To the paint. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Really good hands. Thompson catches the ball well in traffic, then right up in rhythm.
Healed against Gordon. That's a 2 from Paul. No good. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And it's George missing.
And pulled out all the stops to fight his way inside, but the D just was not giving in.
Here's Gordon. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Noel finds Paul. Siakam inside the 3-point line. Rebound by the 76ers. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's George. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead. Pass to Gordon. Noel with it. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
From a role player to an elite talent, Pascal Siakam continues to impress with his all-around game.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
From deep, George. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Miami, trailing by 10. And it's Wall in the corner. And the 3 off target. The Heat shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Gordon. Bagley with the rebound.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Here's George, and the rejection by Noel.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Three-pointer, Hield drills the three-pointer. Hield's got the lead up to 10 now for Philadelphia.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And pretty consistent from range. Wiggins has the natural tools to do a little bit of everything.
Here's Bagley, and he uses the glass on the layup.
That's the pass you want, orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And we've reached the end of the third. 76. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Bagley is out there with Paul George, and it's Wall. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Hield in a shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Shot from the top of the key. Philadelphia with the new shot clock. And it's Thompson with the jam.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Hield against Gordon. Fires from 14. The shot that time not on target. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Paul. The Heat trail by 11. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Again, the miss by the Heat. Here's Wall. That one good for 2.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Inside. And it's Gordon missing.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. George, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
For Miami, they've gotten off to a rough start in the 4th quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Gordon, the pass to Siakam. Here's Paul. Makes it off the glass.
Improving as a passer, Siakam showing a willingness to get it to open teammates.
Philadelphia leading by 14. Pass to George. Wild pass to Bagley.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. The Heat have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Thompson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. George has got 21 in the game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the 76ers.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag. And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Paul George.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
The pass to George. Back to Wall. Here's Bagley. Lays it up off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 17.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And there's one thing that's never been in question about Wiggins, his ability to be a high-volume scorer. And in case you needed a reminder, he's giving you one tonight.
And here's Wall. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Now